All right, should be live. Hey, welcome everyone to another episode of the Daily High with your host Tone Vase. Matt McGregor is hanging out with Baloo. Baloo, you've seen him on this channel as well. He's one of Black Box co-founders and partner of Matt McGregor. All right, guys, we're going straight to the charts. This is going to be a quick show. I need to get to a yacht where I will be spending the rest of my day on the water. And then I'm still planning on doing more diving later this week, but here in Panama. Okay, long-term view. This is a very nice looking month that has kicked off. We are already, 12 days into the new month, and it's looking good. We've already breached the first target. That was 102 of the 1.6% Fibonacci, 1.6 extension, so the 61% extension. And the next target based on extensions is all the way at 155. And I do believe that we will hit it at some point on this bullish cycle. In all prior cycles, we ended up going all the way to the third Fibonacci extension, which in this market sits at 208,000. I think that is a reasonable target, but 155 is very realistic on this bullish run. Weekly chart. The weekly chart gave us a green star candle last week. This allowed me to get back into the market. It was all about getting a weekly green star candle. This is why I exit my trades on the weekly MRI tops. I stay away from the market on the following week, no matter what happens. I was lucky in that what happened the following week was actually a pullback. But then starting with the week after that, which is last week, if we get a green star candle and that green star stays into the end of the trading session, which in this case is a weekly chart, then my audio is okay, right? Yeah, I think people would have complained. Then I can get back into the market, which I did. I was in 75% based on yesterday's ability to hold high values beyond the 10 a.m. reversal. I am now back to a 100% bullish position. And starting next year, I'm going to probably not use this particular chart anymore. I'm also not exactly 100% right now. I'm actually more than 100% because I'm using options now. Therefore, I have leverage. I have hedged leverage. Really hard to explain what kind of hedged leverage I have because I have hedged leverage to the upside with a cap on the upside. So as long as Bitcoin is rising, but not too much, I'm making extra money. If Bitcoin rises too much, I no longer make money. And if Bitcoin falls, I lose a little bit less money than I otherwise would. So it's a hedged leverage position. It's really hard to explain. Those that want to understand how to use leverage, you will need to watch my Mastering Options trading course. Price is pretty low at 1,500. It includes everything. It includes the MRI. It includes my risk and position management. I did drop the prices on some of the stuff on Black Friday, and I'm still keeping it that way for now. Okay, daily chart. Daily chart is looking very good. Yesterday was a very, very strong day. Now, this strong day did not really change much. The MACD is still declining. The CMF is still declining. So yesterday's strong day was definitely tricky. It had very low volume for as strong of a day as it was. But, and here's the big one. If we have another one of these days like yesterday, all these oscillators completely flip and reverse. There is definitely going to be a shortage of Bitcoin with as much as Bitcoin as the ETFs are buying. I thought that yesterday's strong candle, even though it didn't come with the volume I wanted to see on that candle, was the highest close ever, maybe the second highest by $1. Let's see. The highest close was 101, 197, and we closed at 101, 167. We were $30 off the all-time high daily close. I can't ignore that. Now, I would love to delay the green star candle a few more days. Right now, we're dealing with another price flip of a red one. I would actually like to see a red one here and then get a green one on Friday and then a green star on Saturday. Now, on the weekends, I believe that the Bitcoin market tends to be more flat and consolidating. I am back to just being fully long. Bitcoin has managed this consolidation well. I thought it would be more of a pullback, but I'm perfectly okay with the consolidation. I mean, guys, I still have that pinned tweet. We could take a look at it. I still have the pinned tweet, and the pinned tweet says, still think sustaining 100K break this year is unlikely. I am starting to slowly walk away from that statement, but it was a good statement for 3 weeks. I mean, I expected the statement to last 5 weeks. It lasted 3 weeks. This is the 3rd week. We are still not able to sustain 100K break. We're still going up and under and around and below. But even though I still think it's very possible we come back down to 98, the risk of waiting for 98 to get back in at my initial exit or entering the rest of my position at approximately 100K yesterday was the same thing, okay? My average entry price, because some of it I got in below my entry, some of it I got in above my entry. Overall, I re-entered the market at approximately the same price I exited. Yes, I could have stayed long all throughout this, but I wasn't comfortable because the chances of us actually pulling back down into an area of low 80s was incredibly high. And we almost got there. Right here at the lows when we hit 90K, I was very bearish. It was a red star candle on the daily. We had a 1 to 4 week weekly correction just beginning. So I was certainly very bearish. But now that we've consolidated, I can get back in very, very calmly and continue to sleep very well at night. I think that we are now going to be sustaining that 100K starting next week. Of course, anything can happen, but I'm now happy being fully long. 1 hour chart remains bullish. I like this consolidation. Again, the more we consolidate just above 100K, the more likely we are to have a massive breakout from here. I'm just going to move this line over like that. This was the original target. This was the original cup and handle target of $50,000. I believe that's how much we fell. Yeah, 50,000. That's how much we fell. So that's the target to the upside. And I think we will reach this target. Probably not this year, but in Q1 of next year. 1 hour chart, low volatile. It's 8:54. Was there any additional news? PPI came out. PPI came out a little bit high. That's also a measure of inflation. That's the producer price index. Unemployment came out a little high. So people are losing their jobs. And inflation for the producers is a little high. These are not good statistics, which is probably why Bitcoin fell at 8:30 in the morning. Let's go to a 10-minute chart. Let's look at the 8:20 candle. Here it is. The news comes out at the end of that candle, and here is the market processing the higher than expected unemployment, people unemployed, and the higher than expected producer price index, which is inflation on wholesale goods for those that use those goods to produce products you buy. Market is decently recovering from that. So let's see. Yesterday's 10 a.m. correction did not properly pan out. And that's why I got back into the market. You can see right here. Nope, that's not it. And that's not it. You can see right here, we had 10 a.m. We went up. We pulled back a smidge. I held out. I waited for the 11 a.m. reversal to the downside. We got it. But then when the market started to turn yesterday afternoon, around here, around this 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, this is where I got back into the market. It was right around this area. I wasn't really paying attention to the time, but that looks like the right price, and it's approximately the time because it was in late afternoon. When I had my trading account open, and I felt that I needed to get in. Felt really smart. The price this morning fell a little bit lower than my entry was, but now we've recovered once again. And it's looking really strong to open today. Could be a really good day for Bitcoin. Yep, here is the big cross that I expect to happen. I expect it to cross into the green area, but the real prize is going to be crossing into the purple area sometime in June of next year, which means we would need to be above $220,000 a Bitcoin by June of 2025. I think that's very possible, guys. I really do. I think it's possible. It's still going to be a weaker bull market than any other market. All we need is, if we go to 250, if we top at 250, hell, if we top at 350, this will still not be as strong of a bull market since the halving than the weakest one that we've had so far in Bitcoin's history. So we have up to 300K and still remain below prior move by percentage. Oil is just holding up. Gold is, I think gold's very bullish here. Very, very bullish. S&P, very bullish. Let's see how S&P handled this morning's. I'm not sure if I'm on real-time quotes or not. Data's delayed. Okay, so my futures are delayed and my... This may not be delayed. Maybe it is delayed. I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me go to a 5-minute chart. Are we delayed? This is the... Oh, okay. This is the cash market. It doesn't open until 9:30 in the morning. Okay. May or may not be delayed. I'm not sure. So let's go to the weekly chart. The weekly chart on the S&P is very strong here. Very strong. Very bullish, second highest close ever on this weekly candle. Daily, a little bit of a little drawdown, which is fine. Looks a lot like Bitcoin is, but we're good. Bullish on the S&P as well. Fed funds rate. Oh, the rate announcement is coming next week. Is it next week? Let's see. Wow. 100% expectation that the Fed's going to lower the rate. Interesting. Someone commented to yesterday's stream, isn't the reason why they're lowering the rate is to, oh, I need the latest statistics, man. So the government, unfortunately, continues to delay my data. I need this data. I need the 2024 fiscal data. I have some of the data, but not all of the data. I'm waiting for the 2024 data. It's out, but not out in a clean form. It's they haven't given me a spreadsheet yet. So I can't wait to update the numbers. The reason why, the main reason why the government is trying to lower the interest rate is to prevent the complete blow up of net interest. The net interest estimation for 2024 back in 2020 was that the government would only owe $367 billion in interest payments. And then they revised it to 788. Then they revised it to 888 last year. And let's see what it was. in reality, that number for 2024 was, I have it, 881. Okay, so they were close on their final estimation, right? So 881, they estimated 888, but that was their 2023 estimate. I'm waiting for these numbers for the estimates for up to 2030. So I'm waiting for this next batch. I missed a year right here. I missed it in 2021, so I don't know what this number was because they don't really. You have to get this in real time, otherwise you miss it. And this right here is a horrible estimate. This is way wrong. This is going to be more like $1.5 trillion by 2029, maybe even 2 trillion. So I'm curious to know what the next estimates are. But this is the problem. This is the problem with the government right here. Big, big problem. It's probably why they're lowering that interest rate, waiting for those numbers. All right, guys. That's it for me. I'll glance at your live chat in case there's a good question. Tone, will you use the weekly chart instead of the 4-day chart on the future daily chart? Seems too volatile for long-term trading. Yeah, I probably will. Tone, wait, the MRI indicator doesn't really have a 14-day subscription. What has a 14-day subscription is the service called Trading MRI, tradingmri.com, which is an alert service. I didn't build this. You can get 14 days here. It uses the MRI to alert you, but you don't actually get the MRI access. But the MRI access is just $300, and it comes with all my other trading education except options. It's a good deal. If you can't afford $300 for trading education, trading may not be for you unless you are an expert trader and you don't feel like wasting $300. Because if you're an expert trader, then you don't need the MRI. Or you may still like it and use it, but may not need it. I wouldn't know about how Blowfin works. Sorry, guys. I don't know why ETF data hasn't come in. I'm asking the same question all morning. Usually this data comes in way earlier. I don't know what happened yesterday. None of this data is in. It's a little concerning, but Bitcoin price isn't crashing. Very strange. Very, very strange. I completely agree with you. Very weird. I've never seen this data not out. It's 9 in the morning. This data is usually out around 7 a.m., maybe even 6 a.m. Some of it comes in the night before. Very strange. Maybe it's some kind of reporting. Maybe Bloomberg's messing up. I don't know what's happening here. I'm wondering the same thing, Gary. Same thing. Apple had a bad. Okay, last one. Apple scandal. Oh boy. Oh, that's a 1-hour chart. Never mind. Here's daily Apple. Hey, MRI top. You were warned. Weekly chart. Weekly, we're still good. Look at this ascending triangle. I guess I drew it on the daily. No, how did I draw that? Monthly? No, I don't draw monthly triangles. We can adjust this triangle. Very nice triangle. Look at that. That's a very nice triangle. It broke out. Apple's bullish. What do we got? $40. Well, maybe by percentage it's smaller. So that was 40. Surprised. That was weird, right? 43 for 18%. Yeah, it's got to go higher. There it is. There's your target. Apple's looking good. Yeah, daily MRI top, 1 to 4 candle correction, maybe as low as the breakout of the triangle, but that's your target. All right, guys. That's it. We're still keeping an eye on Max Payne. I'm expecting Bitcoin prices to hold here because of this Max Payne tomorrow at 55. So lots of incentive from Wall Street to push the price down. And next week, Max Payne is 54. And next week is very, very, way more important than this week. So again, there is incentive to push the price down. If we go further out, Max Payne is still 54, but I'm expecting this to rise a lot. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Still lots of incentive to keep Bitcoin suppressed for now. All right, guys, thank you all for watching. Suppressed at current prices. 2 days ago was the opposite. Wall Street was incentivized to raise the price of Bitcoin. Thank you all for watching. Bitcoin dominance is pushing back up a bit. Let's hope it breaks the new high soon. And I will see you all on the next one. Super strange. We still don't have the ETF data. Bye, guys. Please like, subscribe, share. We're over 5,000 subscribers. Our goal is 10,000 subscribers before the in-person financial summit. Also check out thefinancialsummit.com for the in-person financial summit. Bye, guys.